With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select JJ McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan. This pick can change a lot. Change a lot here in Minnesota. And I think it's a good move. There's definitely things that have to go right. There's a lot of questions surrounding the young kid. JJ McCarthy now is going to be expected to be the quarterback one of the Minnesota Vikings for now and the future. But is he going to be the starting quarterback week one? I don't know. Is he going to be the quarterback one that delivers the Minnesota Vikings a Super Bowl? I don't know. There's a lot surrounding JJ McCarthy and a lot surrounding the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings had lost a couple big pieces that were really monumental there in Minnesota for the past few years. In Kirk Cousins especially, Alexander Madison, they lost Alvin Cook the year before. I mean, this team isn't, they don't have, they're not the same. They're not the same. It used to be Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. Now it's Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. And now Justin Jefferson is still there. And that's a great thing for JJ McCarthy. An elite wide receiver, if not a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, if not top 1 in the NFL today, and Justin Jefferson is a huge asset for any rookie quarterback to be able to rely on somebody dependable. And you pair that with TJ Hawkinson as well. Okay. You add an Aaron Jones. Though pieces moved in Minnesota, the Vikings did a really good job of rehashing and readjusting, reloading this team. They lost Danielle Hunter, so what do? They go draft Dallas Turner late in the draft. Not late, but later than he should have been. Okay, who could have gone easily number 8? Ends up at number 17? That's a great pickup for the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell is still a great NFL coach, I do believe, in this league. And things are just changing in Minnesota. They were close so many times, from the Minneapolis Miracle, Case Keenum to Stephon Diggs to beat the New Orleans Saints. Okay? They've made it to a couple NFC semifinals. Never quite got to the championship game. And that's what these Vikings need. Minnesota has been so close for so long, and they just couldn't get there. Whether it was Kirk Cousins couldn't win the big game, the defense couldn't hold strong, whatever it was, wherever you want to put the blame, they've been so close, yet so far away. Now losing a big name quarterback, a proven quarterback in this league, in Kirk Cousins, to the Atlanta Falcons on a 4-year, $180 million deal. You bring in a rookie. And not just any rookie, the fifth quarterback selected in this year's draft. Wasn't a top 3 guy. Wasn't even the 4th guy. The 5th guy. Someone who's been known as a game manager during his collegiate career at Michigan. He was known for handing the football off to Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, and just letting the big boys up front do all the work. He made the timely throws, had a great pro day, did decent at the combine. Now he's ready to prove himself. Can JJ McCarthy be the quarterback one of the future for the Minnesota Vikings? Well, I think the first question is he going to start week 1? And honestly, I hope not. For his sake, I hope not. I hope Sam Darnold, a guy who's been in the league for a few years now, was a number 2 overall draft pick at one point, has played in some great offenses, led by Kyle Shanahan for the past couple of years. Okay, he's had, he's had a shot at starting in New York and in Carolina. Didn't pan out in either of those situations. Went to San Francisco and just learned, okay, from a great quarterback mind in Kyle Shanahan. All right, he got to watch the Brock Purdy's of the world. Now he goes to Minnesota, where he's going to battle for a starting job. And I think Sam Darnold should be the starter for the first couple weeks of the NFL season. I don't know if I would go as far to say the first whole season of JJ McCarthy's rookie season, because, I don't know, I'm a big fan of rookies coming off the bench. I think they just do better when they come off the bench and they can learn a little bit from these NFL veterans. Just learn how to be a pro's pro. This is a tough league. It's a faster game than it is in college. It's much different. Okay? And so learning for a few weeks before all the expectations riddle down on you to start the year, just take it slow, man. Learn the offense. Learn what it takes to be a pro. Learn what it takes to live in the NFL day to day. Okay? He's the quarterback of the future. There's no doubt about that. No need to rush it. And I think Kevin O'Connell knows that. All right? Let Sam Darnold be the guy. Learn from Sam Darnold. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to take over and be the guy. All right? Sam Darnold's obviously hoping to prove to himself and to other teams in the league that he can be a starting quarterback in this league. But I don't think that's anything JJ has to worry about. So just learn from him. Learn from him. He was a quarterback who had high expectations coming out of college from USC. Like I said, a number 2 overall draft pick to New York, the Big Apple, where all the lights shine brighter. Okay? He knows the pressure. He knows the expectations, and he didn't live up to them. But he can help a young JJ McCarthy navigate that. And as long as he does that, he's going to be a serviceable backup in this league for a very long time. And that'll keep him around, keep a paycheck in his pocket. I'm sure he'll be happy. And of course, if he can go play great week 1, week 2, week 3, maybe get himself a starting job somewhere else. All right, I know the Las Vegas Raiders have Gardner Minshew at best right now. Okay, so maybe you can go battle Gardner Minshew if you have a good season. But JJ McCarthy can be the quarterback of the future. They don't need him to make all the deep ball throws, though he can. Don't get me wrong. JJ McCarthy can make big, timely throws when he needs to. He's clutch. He is clutch. I don't think anybody has ever said otherwise. Okay? He is clutch. But he doesn't need to make those big throws. He's got Justin Jefferson. He can rely on Justin Jefferson. He can rely on TJ Hawkinson. He can rely on a bruiser of a running back, Aaron Jones. Let them lead the offense. Take a back seat. Relax. Okay? The Minnesota Vikings are not so much worried about spending a lot of money on their quarterback for the next foreseeable future. They can build that team around him. Okay, they don't need an MVP quarterback. They need superstars across the field, which they already have a few of. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison's a monster. Okay, you throw in a TJ Hawkinson and Aaron Jones. Like I said, these guys are pros. They can do it. They can hang with the best of them. They just need to get the ball at the right time. And JJ McCarthy has proved that. He can do that time and time again. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's Brock Purdy. Okay? And I'm not saying that to disrespect Brock Purdy. I'm just saying Brock Purdy plays his role very, very well. If he needs, he's okay taking those short 6-7 yard throws time and time again, because that's what wins football games. And Brock Purdy can make that 50-yard throw if he needs to. He can, and he will. All right, but he just doesn't need to do that most of the time. Kyle Shanahan's offense doesn't work like that. It's not the big plays. It's the methodical plays. So when that keep drives alive, that sustain long time of possession, that's what wins football games. JJ McCarthy is that kind of quarterback, and Kevin O'Connell is the perfect coach for him in Minnesota. So yes, Vikings fans, skull. JJ McCarthy is the quarterback you want, and it sucks that you had to trade up for him a little bit. Just how the draft went. Okay, it sucks that, maybe you weren't in position to get a Caleb Williams, a Drake May, Jaden Daniels, but you got JJ McCarthy, who I think will fit really, really well in this Minnesota offense. And just, again, you added Dallas Turner. That's going to be a great playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. The Vikings have been, prided themselves on defense. Byron Murphy making a big name for himself. Harrison Smith is still there. Okay, that team needs to keep adding on defense a little bit. Add some blockers up front again. Okay, but this Minnesota Vikings team can hang with the best of them. Maybe not this rookie season of JJ McCarthy, but expect JJ McCarthy to have a good sophomore and junior season in the NFL, and that's really when you'll see the Minnesota Vikings be back in the playoff, at the top of the NFC playoffs. I really do believe that. I really do expect that, because JJ McCarthy isn't Superman, but he's going to get the job done.